and you guys requested it for it as well. We're gonna start learning the latest composition I put together. You guys asked me for a little bit rumba and a typical flowing melody, and you can check the full version of the video. I'm gonna put a link right here where I play both of the guitars, the rhythmic pattern that I just played, and then also the melody along with it. Now I'm gonna need to do two videos because I'm gonna attempt to make the most detailed video I've done so far on YouTube. I'm going to have tabs, I'm going to have the rhythm to download as an MP3 all by itself without the melody, so you guys can practice and play the melody on top. That will be on video 2. And in this video you can download the rhythm and the rhythm melody MP3 plus the tabs on my website. Now let's get started. 3 things we're going to learn in this video, which all involves the rhythmic part of ambición y ganas, which means ambition and urge. I thought that name would suit it very beautifully. Now the chords, you can find them on the website through the tabs. There is a diagram there on each chord. Each string is represented by a straight line, and each dot on the frets represents where to put the fingers if some of you don't know. So let's go quickly on part 1 of this video, which is our chords. An A minor, then we want to go to a D minor, to a G, to a G7, to a C, then again to the D minor, G7, and E7, with a little pinky there. Again, you can just type all of these chords on Yahoo or Google Images and you'll find everything on the shape you guys need. And our last chord we will return back to the A minor. Now if you write them down or open the tabs to a different window, if you have a split screen, that's even better. You can keep both opens, the video and the tabs. What we're going to learn is the picking pattern, which gives us the first rhythmic part. Let's just mute with the left hand the strings and practice the 3-2 pattern. I taught this before, guys, but it was a long time ago, and it wasn't the HD cameras back then, just the digital, so I'm going to use this lesson as an opportunity to show it again. We're going to ignore for now the top thick 6th string and the bottom first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the first one. So we have only these 4 involved with these 3 fingers, the thumb, the middle badass finger, and the index. We pluck the middle bass, that's the 5th string with the thumb, and then with the middle badass finger, the 2nd string, that's the middle tremble string, and then with the index you play the 3rd string, again counting from down up. So we have a 3-hit pattern, 1, 2, 3. Let's do that one more time, 1, 2, 3. So the pattern is called 3-2. We need to add the 2 as well. Thumb, middle, same strings as before, but skip the index. Now I know you might say I'm taking a long time to explain something simple, but it's not hard to get what you need to do with the fingers. It's just hard to make it as a continuous flow so it sounds more rhythmic than melody. So here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. If we take the A minor shape and we pluck the same strings, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yes? Now to make it just a little bit harder, the second time you play the 1, 2, 3, that's the second time from 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The second time you want to pluck the bottom bass. That's the 4th string counting from down up. So we would have 1, 2, 3, change bass, 1, 2, 3, back on the top bass or middle bass. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now practice this slow and get some support if you like with your pinky down and this is something that will come through practice and you'll have this nice flow. And the last thing that we want to go through is which basses do we play on the E minor. We just said we're going to isolate these 4 strings here. And for the D minor as well, just isolate those fingers there. So again, I was playing the pattern 3-2 two times on the A minor, 2 times on the D, and then I switched to a G. Now here you want to pluck the top bass, the thick string, the E string up here. I think it's a G with the middle finger, and then the bottom bass again. So you will have a little bit of a bigger jump with your thumb between the first and the second bass. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So you practice that. Here on the G we play only one time the 3-2 pattern, and then we switch to a G7. Now nothing should sound different between your G and your G7 in this example because you're not picking this bottom string. The reason that I didn't put the bottom string picking, not only to make it easier on the fingers, but then you'll have a high-pitched sound that will sound more like a melody, and I don't want to hear any melody in that because the melody comes with the second guitar, what we will be learning on the next video. Alright, and now let's go through it one more time slow. We have the A minor with the 4 middle strings, then D minor, then the G. You've noticed here the basses. Now you could stay on the G or change to the G7. Still, again, it doesn't make any difference for this pattern, but then when you play the rhythmic, which we're learning right after this one, you would want this E string ringing a little bit louder, okay? So from here we're going to go to a C, and we're going to apply the same first technique we did on the A minor, staying within the 4 strings. And then back to the D minor, 2 times again the pattern, the 3-2, again using the 4 middle strings. Then you keep that index finger that you're holding on the D minor and you move these 2 fingers up here for a G7, and again you need to use this bass. I know we're not playing that string, why should we press it, but after we do the rhythmic pattern with the hand strumming, you will understand that it's easier to learn with the chords progressing and keeping the same path. Alright, and then the E7 here, we will want to put that pinky down on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, the middle tremble, and plug again our middle 4. Now to the A minor 2 times to finish. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Right here that you play the 1, 2, you can hit the guitar, stop it with your pinky, or have it ring out. It's clearly up to you. You can hear that on the previous video where I play the whole thing. Plus, if you download the MP3, you can hear that. I hope it didn't take too long to explain, guys, but we still have the 3rd thing that I promised to show in this video, and then I will break down and write down the tabs for the melody so you guys can have fun with that as well. Alright, here we're going to play the same thing, but instead of the pattern being 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, it will be... So what do we do there? First, let me show the pattern, and then we'll see how many times we play the pattern on the chords. We can mute here and plug the middle bass with your thumb down, and then with the thumb up. So we have down, up with the thumb. Then your index should be sticking out a little bit here, and when you twist down the wrist again, try to hit with the back of your index nail downwards. Then strum up with your thumb again, but open the palm. Instead of twisting the wrist, twist the wrist a little bit just so you can open on top of the hole or on top of the strings. So we've made 4 hits so far with the thumb, a pluck or a strum down, whatever you like. Then up with the thumb, down with the index, open and softly touch the strings. You can do a loud hit, but in this case, because the melody is very soft, doing a loud hit will just bury the melody. So if you hold the A minor and you try these 4 hits, you should have something like... exaggerated this one because it should be softer, but they don't completely mute. And we jump to the next part, which after the touch is up with the index, down with the index. And then you're ready to start again the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Now the pattern on the A minor, as you've noticed, I played it for you before and also in the video. We play twice the pattern on the A minor, twice on the D minor. Then we go to the G, G7, that's where you can hear this bottom string ringing. Our C 2 times, our D 2 times, G7, G7, E7. Let's do it one more time slow. D minor 2 times, G7 2 times, E7. After you play on that last A minor one time, 1, 2, 3, and then hit hard with that index. So here's the first pattern. Then we have a ring finger, middle finger, index. Did you get it? I hope I did it slow enough. And then we finish. One last time. Alright, if you put it from the E7, and you've got all that thing going too. Well, I hope it's not too confusing, guys. Download the rhythm, check the website, and please, if you like this video, share and click like. Thank you for watching. Make sure you watch video number 2 for that beautiful melody. God bless, guys.